welcome to Out of the Box Physical Therapy. I'm Dr. Mel Walkup. I am a travel physical therapist, and today I just wanted to give you all an update on my life and how the pandemic is affecting us. I posted a video a few days ago, and I had actually filmed that video about a week ago, and a lot's changed in that period of time. Last Wednesday, I received notification from the clinic that our clinic would be shutting down for 2 weeks. Now, initially I was like, okay, well, kind of saw this coming. You know, this makes sense. I would imagine they're still going to keep me on because 2 weeks isn't that long. But then I got there Thursday morning and 2 weeks turned into 4 weeks, and I knew pretty quick that this wasn't going to be looking good for me and my contract. And within the hour, my recruiter had confirmed that my contract was terminated starting basically at the end of that day. So it was a lot to take in a short period of time. And of course, my initial reaction was feeling a little sad, a little betrayed, almost. All at the same time, I had a certain amount of relief for my patients, and that our clinic wasn't going to be kind of adding to the exposure they'd be having potentially to the virus by coming out to PT. So I had a certain amount of relief about that. And I also, you know, we got to understand that as travelers, like when it comes to something like this, they're going to ultimately preserve their permanent employees over us. So it makes sense they're going to let us go. That's just part of the game, right? And of course, I started having some anxieties about the future of just like, wow, this is so real. How is this going to affect travel PT? How is this going to affect us? Like, when am I going to have a job again? You know, just all those types of questions kind of going through my mind. So ultimately, what is my plan? That's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about next. My plan isn't necessarily going to turn into your plan because we're all individuals and have our own individual needs and things we're really trying to pour into. So feel free to just take some of my suggestions and use them to make a plan of your own. I hope it's helpful. I know for us, we've made the decision to stay local, stay where we're at, and lay low for the month of April. We're doing that partially because things are apparently supposed to get worse. I'm sure everyone who's watching this is already aware of that. So that's automatically a really unstable time to go and try to start up a new job in a totally different place, different housing situation, with a huge potential, especially if it's an outpatient physical therapy, which is what I do right now, especially with the potential of it being terminated, you know, at any given point in time with how this keeps progressing. So it just seems to me to not be a great idea to be jumping into a new contract right now. I think it's wise to play it safe and not go anywhere new right now and just watch and see how things unfold. That being said, I'm trying to really plan out these next 4 weeks to make the most use of my time. Some of that time is going to be spent resting. Some of it's going to be spent tapping into some hobbies of mine, like art and playing music. But I'm also going to use that time to really plan for what's going to happen if 1 month of unemployment turns into 2 or 3 months of unemployment as a travel physical therapist. Like, what's my game plan? What am I going to do? How am I going to prepare? I honestly have a lot more to share on that, and I think I'll share details in a different video, but ultimately, be thinking about side gigs you might be able to take on to make a little extra money during this time. Maybe even consider telehealth if that's an option for you and something you're interested in doing on your own. Be thinking about those things. What are ways you can still make money and find a purpose and make it work for you, even if travel PT isn't what it's going to be for a couple of months. I'm really curious to hear how some of you all out there are handling this, particularly those of you in travel therapy who maybe have also lost your job and are kind of seeing the same market as I am in regards to the the jobs that are available versus the number of people trying to get them. So please comment below, share your story with me. How are you handling this? What are some other things to add to the suggestions I just laid out? Hope to talk to you all soon. Bye.